This is rotation. Okay, I hope you are enjoying your holiday today. So today we are going to draw or rotate an object without trace paper. Okay, this is the trace paper. I will teach you with trace paper also, but first we will do without trace paper. Okay, so for this you need a ruler, a protractor, pencil and eraser. Okay, I have already drawn some question for you. So what is the question? Rotate 90-degree clockwise from origin. Now what is origin? Origin is always the center point, this 0. Okay, always origin is 0. I have not given you any center here. You have to rotate this image from the center. Okay, so first step, you will find the coordinates of this 4 corners. I have already found here 1 and 4. Look at the P. The corner of P is x-axis 1, y-axis 4. So 1 and 4. Then coordinate for Q is 2 and 4. R is 2 and 3 and S is 2 and 2. So you remember that when we are doing clockwise 90-degree rotation, our x and y will change into y and x, means they will swap their places. Okay, they will swap and the x will become negative. This is the rule for 90-degree clockwise. Every time whenever you are rotating 90-degree clockwise, swap their places, okay, and make the x negative. So now I have already given you the coordinates here. So we will change their places and we will find the new coordinates. So P prime, okay, they will change their places y and 1 will become negative 1. Then Q prime, 4 will be first and 2 will become negative 2. In the same way, R, they both are 2, 2, so 2 and negative 2. And S prime, 1 and 2 will become 2 and negative 1. So you can see all my x-axis become negative and they are on second place now. And all my y coordinates are on the first place. You have now all the 4 coordinates. By using these coordinates, we will draw a new object. Okay, so 4 and negative 1. First one is 4 and negative 1, somewhere here. Then 4 and negative 2, then 2 and negative 2 this side, and 2 and negative 1. So your new image will appear here. Okay, so this is P prime. You have to write compulsory your labels. Okay, label them P prime, Q prime, R prime and S prime. Okay, now this was the origin 0. Now we will do with center given. Okay, here I have given you the center. Rotate 90-degree clockwise from center 2 and 2. So I have given you the 2 and 2 center. Okay, so you see this is 2 and this is 2. So I will make this a center here. The object is given you here and center is this. So you will draw a imaginary line on the center, first step. Because the origin is not given here, they told you to rotate from the center given. In the first one, there was no center given. Okay, they told you to do from the origin, so we have done from the origin 0. But now in this question, they told you to do it from center to 2. So 2 and 2. Okay, you will place here point and you will draw an imaginary line from this. Okay, and now you will find your new coordinates from this imaginary line. So let me draw a straight line here and straight line down, y-axis, okay, and x-axis. So now let me place it here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now this is 3. Okay, now we will find the new coordinates first. Okay, this is, I have already given you the letters P. So P is here 3 and 1, 1 and 3. Okay, now Q is 3 and 3. then R is 3 and 2, then S is 2 and 2, then T is 2 and 1, and U last one is 1 and 1. So we will use our same rule. We will swap the places and we will find the new coordinates for rotation. Okay, so your P prime will be 3 and negative 1, Q prime 3 and negative 3. Okay, then R prime is 2 and negative 3, and S prime is 2 and negative 2, and last T prime is 1 and negative 2, and U prime is U is 1 and 1. Okay, so 1 and negative 1. So let me now draw with my new coordinates the new shape. So P prime is 3 and negative 1. So 3, use this line, children. Use this line. Now the imaginary line which you have drawn to rotate, use this line to draw your new image. So your P prime is 3 and negative 1. 3 and this is negative 1. So 3 and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Now Q prime is 3 and negative 3. 3 and negative 3. Okay, this is P prime, Q prime. Then R prime is 2 and negative 3. Opposite. Okay, 2 and negative 3. So 2 and negative 3 here. Okay, S prime, R prime. Then we have S prime 2 and negative 2. 2 and negative 2 here. And we have then T prime, you have 1 and negative 2. 1 and negative 2. Did I locate all? P, Q, R, S, T. Did I left out one more? And U, sorry, 1 and negative 1. Okay, so this one is your new image appear. Okay, so when you rotate 90 degree clockwise. Now children, what is 90 degree clockwise? 90 degree is going in this direction. Okay, this is your coordinate. Okay, if my image is here, it will write it here. If my image is here, it will come here. Okay, just 90. This is 90, this is 90, this is 90, this is 90. Okay, so if my image is here, for instance here, so it will come here. If my image is here, it will come here. So this is all 90 degree rotation. Okay, so now we are going to rotate this image 180 degree from centers 1 and 0. So as I told you, when center is given, first step you have to write 1 and 0. So this is your point from where you will draw your imaginary line, or we can say new line for origin. Okay, as this is the 0 line, so your x-axis will be the same. So you will label this as 0, and now this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this will be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and this side it will be same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Now look here children, your new coordinates for this according to this is what? Okay, according to this is negative 1 and 3. So your this is P, Q, R, S. Okay, so now your new coordinates according to the new mirror line, or sorry, new line, new grid, you have negative 1 and positive 3. So x-axis is negative 1 and y-axis is positive 3 for S. Then Q is what we say negative 2 and positive 4. Then we have P. P is negative 4 and positive 4. And lastly, R is negative 4 and positive 3. Okay, if you see the old one will be negative 1 and 3. Sorry, 0 and negative positive 3. But now we are moved to this side one time because your center is positive 1. So your y-axis also move that side. Okay, so now you will swap. What is your rule? Negative x, negative y. Okay, so if it is negative, it will become positive now. So your s prime will be, because this is negative, so minus negative negative will become plus, so it will be positive 3, and this is positive, so it will be negative 3. Okay, then q prime, this is negative, so it will become positive 2. Now don't change here places, we are not swapping in 180 degree. Okay, only the positives become negatives. Okay, so 4 is positive, so it will become negative. P prime is negative 4, so it will become positive 4, and positive 4 will become negative 4. R prime is negative 4, so positive 4 and negative 3. Now according to your new coordinates, okay, you draw your new image, but remember that you have to use your new grid. Okay, so 1 and negative 3. So positive 1 on this grid is here and negative 3 is here. Your y-axis does not change on this line, so you will place your here. So this is s prime, then 2 and negative 4. 2 and negative 4. Okay, then 4 and negative 4. 4 and negative 4. It is on same line. Okay, yes. And then 4 and negative 3. This is 4 and negative 4. Okay, I'm sorry. This. Then we have 4 and negative 3. 4 and negative 3. So your new image will come like this. Okay, so this will be s prime, r prime, p prime, and sorry, this is q prime and r prime. Okay, so what? I'm repeating again. What is your center given? Draw a new coordinate grid on the given center and find the new coordinates, original coordinates according to your new grid, and then swap their, don't swap the places, just change the positive into negatives, and if it is already negative, then it will become positive. Okay, now look here, I will give you the same thing for 90 degree clockwise. That, okay, 180 degree is anti-clockwise, clockwise is same, because 180 is the half, or we rotate fully half, so either it is anti-clockwise or clockwise, your coordinates will not change, it will be same. Okay, so in this question, rotate 90 degree clockwise, center 1 and 1. So you see, this is center 1 and 1. I have drawn already the mirror line for you guys. Okay, so the original is this one, the new center grid is this one. So this is 1 and 1, you will label it as 0 here. And now we will find the new numbers this side and this side too. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now y-axis also. So this will be 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this will be negative 1, negative 2. Okay, now you have to, now you see this line is already on the origin. Now what is my 90 degree clockwise rule? X, y. Okay, y will swap the place and it will become negative x. Remember, y will go this side and x will come that side and x will become negative. So find the original coordinates first. Original is negative 2 and 3. Please use the new numbers, okay? Negative 2 and 3. From here, negative 2 and 3. Then B is 0 and 3. Then C is 0 and 2, and D is negative 2 and 2. Okay, now what is the step? You will swap their places, okay, and y will become, x will become negative. Okay, and if it is already negative, it will become positive. So a prime, swap their places, 3 and this is negative 2, it will become positive 2. Okay, b prime, this is 3y and 0 is neutral, so 0 will be 0 only. C 2 and 0, and d prime will be 2 and positive 2. Now let's rotate. Now I told you 90-degree means this shape will come this side. Okay, 180 means this will come this side, as you see the previous picture. So 3 and 2, positive 3 and positive 2. This is the new line. So 3 and 2, then 3 and 0, 3 and 0, and then 2 and 0, and 2 and 2. So your new image will rotate in this way. So this is A, and then this is B, 3 and 0, C, and D. I hope you guys understand. With the trace paper